Hello gentlemen, today I'm going to break down a scheme for you out of the MTY flex formation, which can be found in the Texas Tech Playbook. So no, I did not forget about you guys that play college football. I've just been focusing on Madden because it just came out. But as the year progresses, I do plan on posting kind of an even split between the two games. I'll of course focus on Madden a little bit more because I play MUT. I don't really play Cut at all, but I just want to give you guys a heads up that I do plan on posting content from both games. Oh, and apologies in advance. I know I sound like shit right now, but I'm not sick. I just sneezed a million times, so I sound weird. But the first play is going to be Y corner. And the way we want to run this formation is with the trips to the wide side of the field. So the ball is on the left hash. We do want to run this with the trips on the right. So our twin side will be on the short side. And the setup here is going to be flat your middle trips receiver, which is RB, and then streak the outside receiver. So this appears to be a cover zero. The way you want to read this against man coverage is I would start with Y because he's going to beat press man. In this case, it's probably a blitz off that edge, so it probably won't be a read. But then we're going to move to the corner and then to the in. So let's have a look. So right here against man coverage, hit the corner. And you need to get these reads down because when you're in empty, you really need to know what you're doing because you got to process fast. So against zone, you're going to read corner to in to flat. So let's have a look. This is going to be open on the backside all the time. Let's do it again. There's the corner. We had plenty of time to hit that. So it's kind of like a basic flood concept on the trip side. Right here, cover zero again. Remember, we're going to start with, well, technically Y is going to be the first read, but since it's not press, he's not going to ever get open. So basically read corner route. If you like it, hit it. If you don't, move to the backside dig. It's right here. Just like that. And then just to show you what it looks like versus press man, I called it cover one. Pay attention to Y. You're going to see that he is going to super win versus press man. And it really doesn't matter who you have here. You know, the faster the better, of course, but it's just the route. The route just cooks press man. And it has nothing to do with that rub there. It's just a really good route. So if they play a cover one or any kind of press man, you know, it's going to be bad news for them. Before I get into the next setup, just a heads up that I am posting daily tips on Twitter. So if you're trying to get better at the game, either college football or Madden, go give me a follow. My ad is AceOffMeta. I'll put the link in the description as well as the comment section. Go follow me and check out the new tips every morning. The next play is going to be stick and nod. And the setup is going to be crosser the outside receiver on the twin side, so X. It's going to be D-pad to the right. We're going to zig the receiver next to him, so that twin side slot receiver, which is Y. Streak the tight end, which is the inside slot receiver basically on the trip side. And then we're going to come back the outside receiver on the trip side. So this is what your play art should look like. And, you know, against man, you'd probably want to read this zig to return to comeback. Let's have a look. There's going to be your deep crosser. Let's have a look again. Seam streak can be open as well. You know, user might be there, but it's definitely a read when you're in empty. Have a look again. Return route from the slot, one of my favorite routes. It's going to cook man and gets into a nice spot against zone. If you get a lot of time, you might be able to hit the deep crosser like this. Never give somebody an empty a lot of time. Just a little bonus tip for you. They will cook you. Kind of surprised that the return route got bagged by man. I think the zig did too, which is pretty rare. That was just kind of bad pocket by me. Right here, this is press man. Looks like cover two man. Try to hit your zig or your return route. There's your zig, which I wish we had in Madden. which, it's the most reliable man beater, and they took it out. I think this is the same thing here. Anytime you see that press man, go to your zig. Okay, let's run it one more time. There's a return route. The next play is going to be orbit verticals, and for this one, we are going to drag the tight end, which is that inside trips receiver, and then we're going to deep crosser RB, which is the middle trips receiver, and then curl the outside trips receiver. So this is what it should look like, and we have this kind of orbit motion from Y, and it's going to tell us if it's man or zone. So let's have a look. In this case, it's zone. He does not follow. We have a numbers advantage over here. We can throw this. Get your check down, or you can just move to your progressions. Let's do it again. He does not follow. It's a zone coverage. Say most of the time against zone, you can hit this check down for like 5 to 10 yards. But then if it's man coverage, you're going to hit your drag and your crosser more often. Like right here, you could totally just... Well, I just got baited, to be honest. That computer defender baited the shit out of me. Okay, zone again. There's the drag. Anytime you see zone, don't be afraid to take the orbit if you want it. I want them to play some man coverage, please. That one was a little scary. I thought the blitzer might be able to pick that off. Okay, still not man coverage, still zone. Okay, finally we get man coverage. So you can technically hit the orbit against man, but typically you're going to hit the drag and sometimes the crosser. And then the curl, it's a scary throw, but you can throw it against men, especially backed off man. So right here, you can throw that drag hot. Just kind of depends on how the user is playing. But at cover 0, you got to make a quick throw. And get your little check down. And then we have orbit Y corner, which is going to be nice because it is similar to orbit verticals, so we can make it look the same. But the setup is actually quite a bit different. So what we're going to do for this is streak the middle receiver, drag the outside trips receiver, call the orbit. Okay, so it's zone coverage. I'm probably going to read the drag in the post backside. It's kind of like the high-low between those. Now you can also look at the corner route. Corner route's going to be open a lot. Okay, zone. Try to hit the corner here. Streak will clear out. You just need a lot of time to hit that corner. Man coverage, this is cover 0. So you're going to start with the orbit screen. And then go to the corner, then to the drag. You can also do the backside post. Hopefully not like that. I thought he would gain more separation. Okay, man coverage. Let's try to hit the corner route. They just kind of ran into each other. Okay, zone. High-low in the corner as well. There's the corner. But then you're always going to have that drag high-low. One more time. Just like that. And then we do have a second setup for this play. We're going to streak the inside receiver on the twin side, so Y. Drag the tight end, which is A. Hitch the middle receiver, which is RB. And then speed out the outside trips receiver. This is going to be our second setup. And, the way you want to read this versus zone, which I think they're playing right now. I think this is a cover 2. You're going to do post to drag to hitch. So let's have a look. Post is going to be kind of your chunk play or chunk route, whatever you want to call it. Let's have a look again. There's your post. So this is going to be press man. You're going to read drag to post. Drag's open. I'm going to wait for the post. Okay, the post isn't there. Probably have to throw the ball away. If both the drag and the post get covered, you have to throw the ball away or scramble, either one. I tried scrambling, there just wasn't anything there. Versus off coverage, you can throw the speed out versus any cornerback. Speed outs versus off coverage is just a free 5 yards. Have a look again. You could throw the hitch. Against zone coverage a lot, they need like a vert hook over there. So any kind of zone blitz is going to be really bad versus this setup. There's the post. Backed off coverage again. You can throw the speed out. Even though that was a hard flat, he still didn't play that. And I can't believe they sent 3. Did he just run right through the offensive line? That's just ridiculous. Let's run it one more time. Backed off coverage. I'm not going to throw the speed out. I'm going to try to go for the post. Okay, it wasn't there, but we hit the drag. Anyways, that's it for the scheme. Hopefully it helps you guys out. Make sure to like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Then if you guys want to win more games, acemadden.com, become a member. You'll gain access to all of our schemes that are even more detailed than the ones I put out on YouTube. See you guys in the next one.